Afternoon, everyone. Charleston, Tennessee, a small town in the heart of the South, was shaken awake early this morning, August 3rd. A magnitude 2.3 earthquake rattled Bradley County, sparking whispers of a bigger threat deep in the East Tennessee Seismic Zone. Is this tremor a warning of chaos to come? Well, let's look into the event. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. Sometimes the AI goofs up and unsubscribes people. You can see we got a small farm here, it looks like. Only 3 reports were sent into USGS Did You Feel It website, and we got 2 reports from Huntsville, which is 184 kilometers to the west. That would be 114 miles. Wow. Intensity level 2. And there's the other report. We also have another report closer to Chattanooga to the east, 49 kilometers to the east. So that would be about 30 miles, a little bit farther. Been stormy weather there, so maybe some of the people thought the rumbling was actually from the thunderstorms. But here we have drawn out the different seismic zones. We got the South Appalachian Seismic Zone and the Eastern Appalachian Seismic Zone. That's all drawn out in blue. We got mountain building because of the Atlantic Ocean moving towards the west, pushing up and forming these mountains. The earthquake occurred at 2:03 a.m. Maybe you just thought it was thunder, right? The quake struck just north of Charleston, 100 miles from Atlanta. So it was 12 miles in depth, or about 7.5 miles in depth. There was evidently news reports about weak shaking being felt in Cleveland and Chattanooga, with fewer than 10 reports on USGS. They're only listing 3, but sometimes they delete them. No injuries. But yeah, some people are wondering if something is coming that's much bigger, because earthquakes have definitely been increasing, not just here, but around the world. We'll go back to that location there. Yeah, it's fairly remote. Drawn out in red here is the Rome Fault. We'll go back to that earthquake. This area does sit in the Eastern Tennessee Seismic Zone. It has a web of ancient faults. During the Pangea breakup over 2 million years ago. The New York and Alabama lineament, a magnetic anomaly driven by deeply buried strike-slip fault zones. Rivers and streams often end up following different fractures of the ground where the earthquake faults lie, and you can see we got a river here. USGS says that the East Tennessee Seismic Zone has about 13,000 earthquakes since 2005, mostly small, but a 7.5 earthquake is possible. Yeah, can you imagine the destruction from a 7.5? This 2.3 though was really minor, and it does hint at the faults are restless. Stress has built up. If there is a larger earthquake in this location, maybe even a 4 or a 5, unreinforced masonry buildings could crumble and fall. Close to here is called an area Wild River Retreat. It looks like a gated, well, they don't have really a gate there, but it is a private area. You can see this building here, there is brick masonry on the sides. A little bit farther down the road, look at this one. That would definitely not stand in a large earthquake. Looks like the area is built by a small lake. If it was a shallow earthquake, the damage would be extensive over a much larger area, because the shallower the earthquake, the farther that it's felt compared to deeper earthquakes. Here's another with brick exterior at least. In another home, Can Charleston dodge a bigger quake? I don't think so. You can always check earthquakes on USGS for alerts and follow the Tennessee EMA website for updates. Subscribe for more disaster breakdowns that I put out, and watch my other earthquake report that I did there in New Jersey. That one happened during the WWE wrestling match. So what are your thoughts? Please like, share, and subscribe. Always be prepared for a disaster, and I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.